Hey guys, Wagon here, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be getting a battle. We're going to be getting MK vs DC battle, and today we're going to be putting up DC's Brainiac, and we're going to be putting him up against Mortal Kombat's Quan Chi. This is going to be a fair fight, no outside help from anyone, standard equipment, so not like in a OP, amazing form of them or anything, just their base forms, the ones that we think of. And so with that said, let's get into this. We have Brainiac. In the post-Crisis on Infinite Earths DC universe, Brainiac's history was completely rewritten. The post-Crisis version of Brainiac was now a radical colon scientist named Real Dox, who, having attempted to overthrow the computer tyrants of Kolu, was sentenced to death. In his last moments before disintegration, his consciousness was attracted light years away to Milton Fine, a human sideshow mentalist who worked under the alias Brainiac. Needing cranial fluid to maintain his possession of Fine, Dox went on a murder spree. He discovered that Fine had genuine psychic powers, and thus a metahuman, which he frequently wielded against Superman. Real Dox, better known as Brainiac, was an alien from the planet Kolu. Upon arriving to Earth, Brainiac began shrinking various cities, including Metropolis. It was up to Superman to save the day, but when Superman confronted Brainiac, he discovered that Brainiac had an ultra force field protecting him, which made him impervious to all of Superman's attacks. Superman was able to defeat Brainiac, but only thanks to the Kryptonians of Kandor sacrificing themselves to help Superman save the day. Brainiac was later retconned in Superman 167. Brainiac was retconned into a robotic machine from the planet Kolu rather than an alien. Brainiac in the New 52 seems to have kept most of his powers and equipment of his post-crisis incarnation, including his shrink ray, force fields, and robot army. With notable additions, Brainiac's ship has been massively upgraded in this incarnation. It is now larger than the entire Earth, and it carries within it is a massive invasion fleet of many types of smaller ships. By the Superman Doomed story arc, Brainiac has used his 12th level intellect to become an enormously powerful psychic and telepath, augmented by the minds he's stolen and digitized them from across the galaxy, and capable of taking control of all 7 billion minds on Earth at the same time. He also demonstrates considerable reality warping abilities. He claims that the combined psychic power of all the minds he has captured throughout the universe can allow him to change reality to his will, and plans to use this power to remake the universe in his image. However, this plan is prematurely ended when Superman battles him telepathically and crashes his ship into a black hole. His powers and abilities consist of: he's a technopath, he has the ability to transfer his consciousness into computers and in some instances organic life forms. He's a telepathic and telekinetic abilities, and he has strength capable of rivaling Superman. In the games, Quan Chi is a sorcerer and necromancer from the internally damned Netherrealm. He's a malevolent opportunist who will ally himself with anyone who can help him further his own goals. And his conniving nature has earned him several enemies, including Mortal Kombat mainstays Sub-Zero and the Ninja Spectre Scorpion. As part of the eponymous pair in Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, he forms a tenuous partnership with fellow sorcerer Shang Tsung, an attempt to conquer both Earthrealm and the otherworldly dimension of Outworld, and plays a notable role in the 2011 Mortal Kombat reboot game, as he is written into the continuity of the series' first 3 titles, and returned in the 2015 release Mortal Kombat X. He is additionally featured in other franchise media such as the Mortal Kombat television program, Mortal Kombat Conquest, and the Mortal Kombat Legacy web series. General and media reception to the character has been mostly positive, but split in regards to his fatalities and finishing moves. After his mastery of sorcery, Quan Chi is known in the Netherrealm as the most powerful sorcerer ever seen. Despite being a formidable opponent in combat, his skills in sorcery and magic far outweigh his fighting abilities. He's a master of necromancy and is able to reanimate the dead into his service as he deems fit. He's also capable of freely traveling through the realms through portals that he will summon at will. He's also able to link currents of souls to these portals as well, similar to Shang Tsung. He's able to soul steal and shapeshift. However, he is also able to retrieve souls of warriors that have died by other means. Quan Chi is also able to create false copies of himself to trick his enemies into their own demise. He is also able to oversee the events of other realms by projecting his consciousness. He can also communicate to agents he has deployed in these realms. Other powers of these include conjuration, illusion, and alteration spells that are under his leisure. Quan Chi is also manipulative, as he can effortlessly lead his victim to their own undoing with false promises rather than using his sorcery to destroy them. He also seems to frequently get his hands on powerful artifacts and mysterious anomalies that can enhance his powers or even further his own agenda. Some of these artifacts are the Shinnok's amulet, the living weapon, Onaga's undead army, the immortal skull placed on Quan Chi's armor in MKX, his fortress in Outworld, etc. Now on to the final verdict. Who would win in this battle? And the winner is going to have to be Brainiac, and here's why. His vast intellect would not allow him to be tricked by Quan Chi in any way, as he's pretty much got the knowledge of millions upon billions of beings inside the galaxy, meaning that he's been exposed to this sort of thing before, so he won't be able to fall for anything like that. The only really place that Quan Chi will be able to get to him is inside his own ship, which will most likely be placed on Earthrealm, which would then decrease his power a little more because Brainiac would be stupid to go into the Netherrealm. And Quan Chi has been known to do things like this, as seen in the Mortal Kombat games and various other media. His telepathic powers can crush Quan Chi. He's one of the most powerful telepaths in all of the universe, and his telekinesis can make Quan Chi in a bad way. Although they will be able to fight with magic and telekinesis and telepathy for a little while, Brainiac will just simply come out on the top because of his vast skills in this. And Quan Chi, he died in a bad way. Scorpion just come up and decapitated him. So, because of the strength Brainiac has that the rivals against Superman, it's nearly as good as Superman, Brainiac can simply just go up and just crush him. He might have a little bit of combat and stuff up his hand, but then Brainiac's got that cover, he's got millions of beings all in him practically at once. So easily be able to manipulate him somehow and be able to beat Quan Chi. And so that is the final verdict. I hope you guys did like this video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, comment, and subscribe. And a shout out to Astral Assassin because he said about this video that I should do a couple months ago actually, and I forgot to do it. Sorry about that. But anyway, leave your comments down in the comments below about thoughts and opinions on this battle and about future battles in the future. And with all that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.